my name is Haley, and this is my husband Kevin, and welcome to Haley's Home. We have a big video for you today. We have been offline for a little while. We've still been doing keto, but I just have been very bad at recording. I have everything on my phone. It's just my editing skills have been a little lax. So we're doing one giant video, and we're doing week 6 through week 11. As life is, sometimes it gets busy. So as you can see, it is now Christmas time. We've got our tree behind us. Let's dive into some pros and cons.
So the first pro is intermittent fasting. We went about 21 hours without eating, starting from dinner to a late lunch the next day. So we were really productive too. We went shopping for about 5 hours and weren't feeling run down at all.
Our next pro is that we have been using Suzanne Ryan's book for a ton of recipes. They are great. I highly recommend if you are starting out keto to get this book. It's on Amazon. I'll link the link below, but it's just a great starting book, and as you can see, we are still using it, and her recipes are fabulous. We have not had a bad one yet. I have an entire video about can you have a date night on keto, and it goes through our 11-year dating anniversary, and we had one of her recipes. It was filet mignon with a gorgonzola sauce. It was excellent, and I'll also link that video below if you have any interest in watching it, but it goes through the recipe and what we made. We also made oven roasted mushrooms, which is a favorite of ours, and it was just absolutely wonderful. A great recipe and a great night. It was just awesome.
Mm-hmm. So another pro for the week, and kind of fun, we tried pork rinds for the first time. Neither of us had ever had them before. I thought they always kind of sounded a little weird, so I was a little skeptical on trying them. But Haley got a little shot of it.
Okay, Kevin's gonna try pork rind for first time. What are they, like little fluffs? That's it? Little fluffs. Yay or nay? Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a chip?
It's a lot like a chip.
Huh. I'll try one. Huh. Okay. Pork rinds.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
And it turns out Angel kind of likes them too.
What you eating, Kevin?
Nothing.
Pork rinds?
No.
Is there someone trying to steal them from you?
Maybe.
All right, another pro is that we had our first really celebration. It was a small gathering, but it was a ton of fun. And we actually used one of Suzanne Ryan's recipes. We did the Parmesan crusted salmon, which is excellent. Highly recommend. Also, I want to highlight my dad brought over the best appetizers, and they were keto friendly, bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers, and they are so good. And
awesome.
Yeah, and we like spice, and this was just the perfect appetizer.
For Thanksgiving, we went to Arizona to see my side of the family. And for Thanksgiving dinner, we did not eat keto. So after that, we got back on the keto train with a couple little cheats here and there from leftovers, but they were still mostly keto.
Didn't do anything crazy.
Yeah. While we were down in Arizona, we were pretty dang active, a lot more active than we are typically up here in Washington. We were both expecting to come home and step on the scale and see that we gained a pound or two, and we were happily relieved that we actually lost a couple pounds while we were down there. So that was a pretty good win.
And then we have a con. So when we got home from Arizona, we had a bunch of projects that we had to do. We had come from being project free and enjoying the sunshine and, you know, just taking it a little bit easier. And then we came home and we had home projects. We got a couch, a new to us couch, but it had a lot of cleaning that needed to be done to it, and it took all the energy out of us. It's just like, I don't know if it's our weather or that we had a couple of meals that were non-keto that just made us so tired. And so it was pretty rough trying to get the couch all ready.
It could be due to the fact that we spent 2 10-hour days cleaning it too.
That's very true.
Who knows?
Yeah. So that was a con. It was just so hard to get motivated that weekend. All in all, out of, week 6 through week 11, having just, a couple of meals that were non-keto as our con, and then also having this major fatigue weekend, I think that's pretty good for 5 weeks.
Another fun pro that happened is I got a standing desk, so I can now stand up while I'm working and use our mini elliptical at the same time. It's a fun little device that we got a couple months ago, and the standing desk is pretty awesome. We'll have a link for that in the description.
And then lastly, I have a pro/con. I want to say a huge thank you to Shelly's weight loss journey. She was going to do a 5-day egg cleanse. Kevin and I decided to jump on the bandwagon and do it. But the con there is that I got super nauseous on day 3. So we made it for 2 full days, and the recipes were actually awesome. We loved eating them. We had a few that I will show some pictures here, but there was a snickerdoodle crepe that was really good. The only thing is that I think that one had a little too much butter in it, and so my poor body just decided to rebel against it, and I felt so nauseous the next day. And because I don't have a gallbladder, if I have things that are super high fat, such as a lot of butter, it can cause problems for my digestion. And so we stopped after 3 days, but I think 3 days is pretty darn good. And all in all, we have some great recipes. We also had a buffalo omelet that was really good, and also an egg salad. And this one's gonna be a staple for us because it's so easy and it's so good. All right, and now for inspiration. My friend Jessica had given me this book to borrow. She had done keto before, and you can see all of her little markers here. And she had highlighted, and I've used them to find different recipes and different highlights. So it's been really great. So thank you to my friend Jessica for letting me borrow this, and then also to the author, Maria Emmerich, for writing this book, and it's been awesome. I have read the entire thing. I do love to read. Some other things that I really like about this book is some of the how-tos on keto and just the straightforward approach on what keto is. Also, she has really great recommendations for filling a pantry and the recipes as well. So we're looking forward to making some of these in the future. All right, and then we have our recipes. And as I had mentioned before, my dad brought over the best bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. They're so good, and I'm going to show you a little bit about how we remade them. All right, and now I want to share how to make jalapeno peppers. This is a recipe that my dad provided. He brought them over knowing that we were doing keto, and he found a keto-friendly recipe for us, which is awesome. They were amazing. Like, both Kevin and I have been thinking about them ever since we tried them when he brought them over. So I'm gonna share, you just get some jalapenos, and we have 10 right there that we picked up. And then you have some cream cheese, pimentos, which I actually didn't know what these were until Dad mentioned them, but they are a pimento pepper. Also get some thick bacon. This is the Hills brand. They have nice thick slices. And then lastly, some Mexican cheese. So this is the kind that I found. It's like for quesadillas, and we have this frozen, so it is frozen, but just put a little bit of that in there. Okay, and so you mix together the cream cheese, Mexican cheese, and pimentos. And this will be what goes inside of the jalapenos. All right, then you take these and cut them into halves, taking out the inside. Okay, and then here they are. They're all done, and you can kind of see I've already bitten into one. Kevin and I, we forgot because we were so hungry that we just dove right into them, and I forgot that I'm recording these. They turned out awesome, so good. There's still some spice in there. Where's Kevin? I want him to give his review. Okay, sir, how are they?
These are quite excellent.
Quite excellent?
Yeah, make sure you let them cool. Otherwise, like,
they're
the
hot and
outside
spicy.
It's just fine, but the inside is like hot pocket level heat.
Oh my gosh.
So easy to burn yourself. Let them cool.
Oh my
Pretty
gosh.
tasty.
Pretty tasty. Nice.
Haley also found a really good recipe for some keto-friendly gummy bears. We'll have a link for that in the description below.
All right, so don't mind the messy kitchen, but we just made a really fun snack, or sweet snack. We have keto-friendly gummy bears, and I got these little trays online on Amazon for I think under $10, and they are just so much fun, and they take less than 30 minutes. It's awesome. One other recipe that we had was sliced barbecued pork.
Okay, so we just did the pork. So we've got the keto ketchup, the primal keto ketchup, full sesame seeds. And then over here, there is this hot, and they're not lying, it's hot, mustard. And you just put a little bit of this mustard powder with some water. That stuff is potent, but it's so good. Are you enjoying this? Yes.
And it was so good. This was a great little appetizer for us. All right, and now we're gonna talk about our weight loss, our body fat, and our measurements. Taking a look at my weight, my starting weight was 162.9 pounds. In week 5, which was our last video, I was 154.3. And now in week 11, I'm 151.9 pounds. I am so excited. That means that my weekly weight loss from week 5 to week 11 was 2.4 pounds. And my total weight loss is 11 pounds. That's pretty awesome.
All right, for my weight, I started off at the beginning of our keto journey at 221 pounds. Week 5, I was 211.5 pounds. Now in week 11, I'm 204.5 pounds. Weekly weight loss for me was 7 pounds, and my total weight loss was 16.5 pounds.
Looking at body fat, my starting body fat was 35%. We had some fluctuation in the beginning where our body fat went up, and so my body fat in week 5 was 35.6%, and my current body fat is 33.4%. That is a weekly weight loss of 2.2%, and from the beginning it is negative 1.6%.
So I started off with a body fat percentage of 21.5. At week 5, I only lost 0.1%, so I was at 21.4%. My current body fat is 19.3%, so that means in this period I've lost 2.1% body fat, and since the beginning I've lost 2.2% body fat. And now we'll take a look at our measurements.
You can see the October, November, and December measurements. I'm just going to say what the beginning was in October versus what it is now in December. So in October, my waist was 32.5, and now in December, it is 31 inches. That is a change of negative 1.5 inches. For hips, in October, it started out at 45 inches, and now in December, it is 43 inches. That is a negative 2-inch loss. For chest, there has been no change. For upper arm, in October, it started out at 11 inches, and in December, 10.5 inches. That's a negative 0.5 inch change. For upper leg, started out in October at 26 inches. Now it is 24.5 inches. That's a negative 1.5 inch change. For calf, started out at 15 inches, and now in December it is 14 inches. That's a negative 1 change.
So looking at my measurements, in October my waist started out at 40 inches, and now it is down to 37 inches. So I've lost 3 whole inches off my waist. For my hips, I started off at 45.5. Now I'm down to 44, so I've lost 1.5 inches. My chest started at 41, still at 41, no change. My upper arm started at 14, now I'm down to 13, so I've lost a whole inch there. My upper leg, in October I was at 23 inches, and I am still at 23 inches, no change. And finally my calf started at 16.5 inches, and now I'm down to 15.5 inches, so I've lost 1 inch there.
And that is the end of our video. So thank you so much for watching Haley's Home. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it. And if you would like to continue with us on our journey, please subscribe to my channel. So thank you all for continuing on this journey with us, and we will see you next week. If we don't see you in advance, Merry Christmas!